The three-county fair is approaching 200 years old. How cool is that?
Unbelievable.
Right?
Yes, it's the oldest continuously held fair in the country. It's earned a special place in Northampton's history. Joining us to share more about an exhibition about the fair is Stan Shearer. He's the Vice President of the Board of Trustees of Historic Northampton, and he's here to tell us about this exhibit. Nice to have you here, Stan.
Thank you very much. Pleasure to be here.
You have some pretty amazing photographs from many years ago that capture the real essence of the three-county fair.
Well, the photographs were made in 1998. It was a project. I was a Copeland Fellow at Amherst College. My project was, I decided, I would focus on the people who come to the fair to participate as either showing animals, showing their crafts, showing their baked goods, etc.
Let's take a look at some of these pictures because they really tell the story. So take us through what we're seeing right here.
Well, this is a picture in the collection of Historic Northampton. It's a very small print, maybe 2 by 3 inches, probably a contact print from a negative, taken, we think, about 1906. And there are several things about it that are interesting. We think that the grandstand was a baseball grandstand. And you can see perhaps that's lawn bowling or maybe even warm-ups for the baseball players. But what's really interesting to me is the clothing.
So fancy.
Very fancy. And there's one baseball uniform walking in the back.
Oh, you're right. Now let's continue our pictures. What do we have next here?
I wonder if we're going to see the beard, the bee beard, because that was terrifying when I saw that one. It was something, and you actually took that picture. Hopefully we can get that one.
I did.
It was absolutely. Oh, we actually don't have it. But it was a man that had bees that actually looked like a beard.
Let's talk about the importance of the fair through the years because it's really historical. Oh, but you know what? We got to pause. We found the bee picture.
Here's the man, Frank LeGrand.
Stan, what's happening here and why, more importantly?
All right. This is Frank LeGrand from Ware, Massachusetts. And he is a beekeeper, and he's still actively raising bees. What he does is, this is a performance, and he comes out without his bee protection gear and has all the bees congregate to form a beard. And they come to him slowly, but and eventually the beard comes into shape.
I wonder the first time he did this, if he was like, this is a good idea.
He ended up
This is
really
going to be
puffy,
really cool.
I bet.
Yeah. So this exhibit is a way for people to see tradition, fair
That's right.
people over the years, and to
That's
celebrate
right.
the agricultural fair in New England.
That's correct.
And I think it's really important that we celebrate it. What's it mean to you? I mean, this is history. It's the oldest continuously running fair in New England. Why do you think it had so much staying power, and what makes it still so impressive today?
Well, it had staying power because it was able to adapt to changing times. For example, horse racing was a very significant component of the fair for many years. It was very difficult to keep it going financially, and ultimately they decided they can't continue it. So instead there are performances by the trucks, the demolition derby. There's still something that people can come and root for and get their thrills.
Yes, well, it's interesting how it's evolved, for sure.
Now people can get their shaved ice and their candy apples and go ride the Ferris wheel.
But one thing that's remained is the family tradition. It's always been that tradition for families to attend the fair.
Absolutely, and there's still the 4-H club that is very significant as a player in the fair.
Now, Stan, tell people how they can go and see this exhibit actually in person.
Absolutely. It's at Historic Northampton, 46 Bridge Street, across from the main post office, Wednesday through Saturday, 10 to 5, Sunday, 10 to 4.
And it goes until May 3rd.
May
is that
3rd.
right? Wonderful.
And then people have to check out the fair. It's coming up usually the end of the summer on Labor Day weekend or so.
That's right.
So
and
people have to go to those things. Yeah?
We have the general manager of the three-county fair coming to give a public talk April 25th to talk about thoughts on the future.
Oh, very exciting. Something to look forward to.
Past, present, and future, all in 2015. Thank you so much.
My pleasure.
Thank you, Stan.
Thank you.
Thanks for sharing those